Today's video is going to be over tips and tricks in small neighborhood ponds. Let's check it out. We're going to hop right into the videos today, guys. Right now, I'll just go over tackle. I'm throwing a Biwa 7.5 swim bait. If you haven't seen my unboxing of that, go ahead and check it out. I also have a 7.7 Omen green, and I'm using a Daiwa 100 coastal reel and 20-pound spider wire braid. So I'm throwing this Biwa swim bait out kind of across these. It's a rounded spot here on this pond, and I'm throwing it just 45-degree angle around these ponds and swimming it really slow, kind of near the bottom. You can keep in range on where you want with this Biwa. By far the best, most realistic swim bait that I've ever fished with in my entire life. I mean, this is an amazing bait. I would suggest saving up a couple of extra dollars and going ahead and get them. Now, they are $25 a piece, but Biwa makes a incredible bait. It's durable, it holds up well. I've actually had crappie hit this 5-inch swim bait, which is pretty insane. I've never seen a crappie hit a swim bait like that, but they these fish out here seem to like it. They, shad's in the water. It's a shad pattern swim bait. They seem to tear it up a whole bunch. It also comes with replaceable fins. The swim bait does, which is actually a good deal because the fins are soft. I've changed the fins on one, but that's because I got it hung up on something, and I wasn't going to lose the bait. I didn't mind losing the fin, but I didn't want to lose a $25 swim bait. But it works out really well, especially out here. Like I said, there's a bunch of shad swimming, a lot of bait fish. This was a nice little guy. I think he was about 1.5 pounds. But yeah, I'm catching big fish, small fish on it. Great swim bait here. The next few videos are going to be a little technique I picked up using the spinnerbait. So we'll release this guy and we'll get to the spinnerbait videos. So I devised a little technique here with my spinnerbait in the springtime out here at these small ponds. I'm casting along the edge of this water. In between here there's a piece of concrete, and you'll see this fish come out of it right there. Hits my my spinnerbait. And what I have been doing is I will run the spinnerbait just along the crease in between, from where the bank is and the water meets. There's about a 2 or 3 foot gap. Probably about 2 to 3 foot deep, and then it goes back up to about a foot and a half deep of concrete, and then slowly slopes down. So these bass in the springtime bed in between that crease. This here is a little 2.5 pound bass. They fight really well in this pond, but with that 7.7 Omen and the 20-pound braid, they're pretty easy to swing out of here. But I really like to run these swim baits, or even like a lipless crankbait in between these cracks, and I'll just throw 5 foot of line out behind me and walk it, as you saw in the video, and these fish come out and get it. I unfortunately missed myself catching a 5-pound bass on one of these, but I'll post a picture of it and a small video I took with my phone because I ran out of battery on the GoPro. But these bass, They love hiding in there. They got their beds in there. I've been seeing a lot of little fry swimming in between that little crease, so I know that the bass are in there.
That's a good one.
I was showing my son and my wife the fish here. My son likes to see the fish. But yeah, these these spinner baits are really good springtime baits with the sun up like this. You have a gold and silver spinner on the end of it, and they slam this thing. It imitates a shad or a bluegill. In the springtime, when you run that past their bed and it's vibrating and sending off all those vibrations in the water, they get really mad or really hungry, and they're mad enough to hit. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and check out the rest of this video, and we'll see my technique. I throw a couple of lipless crankbaits in there too, and pull a few fish out of there. I really like to use this technique in these small ponds. It works out really well. You know, some of these small ponds hold big fish, and you just got to find ways to catch them. I've never really caught many fish on any worms or jigs or anything in these ponds unless it floods. When it rains a lot and it floods, I seem to tear them up on like a weightless crawl or something like that. So
see you later, fishy.
We'll go ahead and finish up these videos and go over a little bit more of my techniques.
Just running that spinner bait right on the bank. Let's get another one. So there's concrete. That is a little gap right in between here. They snuggle up in there. And I've learned a little technique of just casting it right along the edge, and there we go. Oh, got off. Little guy. So I'm coming to the top and spit it. Some good ones out today. Chunkers. Here, boys. Pulling chunks out today. Where y'all at? That's alright. I got some video for you all. It's about the third or fourth one. Enjoy. Peace.
So here I'm doing the same technique. I'm just using a H2O lipless crankbait. It's blue and gold shad pattern. I'm also using a spinning reel. It's actually a Abu Garcia combo. It's the Hank Parker combo. I really like it. I've had it for about 2 or 3 years now, and it hasn't let me down. I'm also using P-Line CXX 12-pound copolymer line. I like it a lot. Casts really well. Not so good for long casts, but for what I'm doing right here, these short, about 5 or 6 foot behind me walking, the copolymer works great. I really like it. But that's just the change of equipment I'm using for this video opposed to the last ones.
Got another one here. That's just trolling on the bank. Catching these guys pretty quick off the bank. Ooh, that one. There. That little football right there. Little gut. Full of eggs. Go on back there, lady. Oh yeah. That's a good one. Stay on there, buddy. Little toad. Hey. Got one here, lively. Pretty good one. Probably 2-pounder. Not too shabby. Now that, my friend, is a crappie. Oh my God. Woo! I don't think I've ever seen a crappie that big. It's a slab. Oh, back to back. There's another fish down there. I don't know what it is, but it's good size. Might be a carp, but looks like these other fish are just kind of following it around. I don't know if you can.
All right, guys, I hope you liked the videos. We had a pretty good time out there, catching fish. If you have any questions, leave it down in the comments. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. And stay tuned. We have a lot more coming up. We got a few more subscribers. When we get to 50, we're going to do a giveaway. I'd like to do that before springtime's over because I have some good springtime lures to give away. If not, hey, we'll do a giveaway when we reach 50, and we'll try to do that every 50 subscribers. So stay tuned, guys. We got plenty more videos. Again, like, comment, and subscribe. We'll catch you next time.